All right, man, we are back. It's Fans of Patrol time, the second act. So here we are, Tifflebot. What are we doing?
We're going to talk about Halloween plans. Do you have Halloween plans?
Hmm. I,
Like, what do you do during Halloween, like when you're not on the show? Because I know on the show we watch movies,
yeah,
spooky movies.
yeah. Well, back in the day, back in the early days of Fans of Patrol, we used to throw annual Halloween parties, man. And
I
that,
remember that. Because when I first started the show,
hmm
that was I think the last one, and I didn't get to come.
yeah. Well, I don't remember at all, but the parties were mucho fun, but they were just mucho pains in the ass. Just making sure we had people, making sure
hmm
that it was just stressful. And back in the day, I didn't have loot like I got in my pockets now, so I would be sweating, making sure we broke even on those things. We always did. We always made a little cash, for with charity and stuff like that. But I used to be sweating bullets. Now I could throw one of them parties, be no big deal. But I don't want to be bothered with no damn party no more.
But
Even
also, would people come?
yeah, man, people
But would they be fans, or would they just be people that we knew?
man, so it used to be like about 1/3 fans at those parties. And then the rest of it would be about 2/3 would be like people who I knew, people who found out.
Yeah.
People
hmm
ask me all the time when I'm going to start the parties back up. It's really somebody just did it a couple days ago. Like we used to love the parties. What you gonna do?
Maybe we should plan one for next year, and I'll come.
Yeah, that's
Then you can have a whole year to plan it.
it's just it is a lot of work, but it's
Yeah.
really party planning has changed since I used to do that. Like now you could just pay the man and be stress free, and have
Yeah. Yeah.
no
Yeah.
issues. Back in the day, you would have running all over town, getting balloons, getting this, getting the DJ, getting all that shit. You
Balloons.
know, yeah, because we got a place to get out. You have to decorate the
Yeah.
damn
Get some
place,
streamers, some strippers.
right? All that. So that's what I used to do. So
hmm
what I don't really.
Like now, do you like watch movies?
Well, kind of. So things have changed. So throughout the years, I had kids, and we used to take them trick or treating. And like, I live in a heavy Orthodox Jewish part of my neighborhood. Like, it's like really segmented, heavy duty. So ain't shit going on on my street. I'm it. But if you go over a block or two, that's the Irish side of town, and it's like Disneyland down there. It's like shit everywhere. Big tarantulas as big as me. Kids everywhere. It's like carnival. It's like you go down there, everybody out there drinking, the parents and the kids
Yeah,
running around, and it's the shit.
that's what's up. I
Yeah,
love. I love. Our neighborhood is got a lot of kids in it.
yeah,
Um, and it's really really great because we'll set out. Sometimes we sit in the driveway and set up a table and put some stuff out.
yeah,
Otherwise, we have them knock on the door. The problem is our door is kind of hard. Like the kids will come up and knock,
yeah,
and then the door opens outwards, and I'm like, gotta step back.
yeah. Well,
It's really terrible.
that's every
Yeah,
relative about.
I know, but it's like they get so close to my. I don't know. I've lived in places where it wasn't like that.
Well, my door opens inwards, but the screen door always opens
Yeah,
outward.
but I
Well,
can't get it to stay open. Maybe it's broken.
so yeah. So funny enough that you say that. So it used to be like my street was like that one street that it was like half Jewish and half Irish, and so we had traffic. I used to sit on the side of my house with beers and the
Yeah.
fire pit and shit, and so that's gone. Right? It's just
Mm,
nothing but Jewish folks. It's like black the whole street, right?
hmm
And so last year I went and bought full candy bars. I bought
Oh hell yeah.
I bought all kind of shit.
hmm
And I sat up there and I had liquor outside. And I said, I don't give a damn if nobody come. So I sat up there, and no, two kids came who was Jewish kids sneaking. They was like, then they was like reading the candy to see if it was kosher. Like it's a lot of candy out there that's kosher and shit. I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I mean regular candy. And they was like, yeah, we can have this and this. And I was like, well, damn. So a couple kids got lucky, but they didn't even want to like take like too much candy. I'm like, dude, I'm not eating that stuff.
Taking it.
Yeah,
Take it.
they were like, okay. So this year, my plans this year, and then I always watch Halloween
Oh
after
yeah.
all that's over with. My
hmm
daughter has been joining me for years, even being away from college. Like we did the stream thing. Uh, this year, I'm going to Costco's and I'm buying me the big tarantula and the shit and the fog machines and the
Hell yeah.
flashlights,
Hell yeah.
and I'm going to be the only dude out here with.
Let the people from the other streets know that there's a house with full candy bars.
Well, I'm gonna buy. I think I'm gonna invite some people that I know over because people have been talking about different stuff, and I'm like,
Mhm.
if my house is lit up like a Christmas tree on Halloween, that'd be cool.
So in your city
Yeah,
and also probably state, do they do trick or treat on Halloween?
they do it whatever day it is.
Okay, because
Yeah,
like in our city,
they do it on
we
Saturday or
don't
some shit.
we do what's called Beggars Night,
Yeah,
and it's always been that way. We
yeah,
don't do it on a Halloween because I guess they think vandals will come out on Halloween. It's like
that's not true.
they're gonna come out whenever you
Right,
say
that's not fucking
that
true.
the trick or treat's happening.
Yeah,
It's not. This is moronic.
no, they do
But
it on
also
Halloween here, and it's never no issues, nothing.
in Des Moines, kids are supposed to tell a joke.
Yeah, I think he was telling me that.
Yeah, yeah. I thought that that's just what everybody did
No,
for a long time. Because when we were kids, you're supposed to tell a joke before you get candy.
nah, that's some weird Iowa
Yeah,
shit.
that's it. We're the only ones who do it, and it's not even. I don't even know if all Iowans do it. Central Iowa, maybe. But like my whole life, we grew up, and that's what we did. Like you had to have a joke, and now some kids do because
Yeah,
they're they were
parents
children
got
of
a
kids who did it.
history or whatever.
But most kids don't. But some of my favorite jokes kids have ever told were like fucked up, not like fucked up like bad, like, but they're like fuck the joke up because they're children. They don't know how to tell a joke.
Yeah,
Those are the best.
little
And we
kid come walking around with some racist joke like it was a black man, Chinese man, white man. You're like, whoa.
no, they're like they don't understand. Like they'll be like, what kind of pants do ghosts wear?
Yeah,
And they'll say blue jeans. They're supposed to say blue jeans. But I can't remember. There's been just really funny ones that they just don't get because they don't get what a joke is.
yeah, yeah.
Which is great. But like every year we make a list of Halloween movies to watch.
Yeah.
So we try to do as many as we can.
Yeah.
We used to try to do 31, but that's just a lot of movies.
Impossible. You got to hit it for that, Jack.
And we try to do new ones. Like we try to make sure that there's new ones in there. But then of course every year you're like, like this year I really want to watch In the Mouth of Madness, which is another John Carpenter movie.
I know that movie. We did that on a show.
I know it's so good.
Dwayne made me do that movie.
I love that movie.
Pissed to do that movie, but then it wasn't so bad. Yeah.
It wasn't so bad.
The newest Insidious movie is all right. I watched that. You might want to throw that into
Insidious.
Mm-hmm.
I think
your boy, isn't it?
my boy. Which boy?
Boy,
Patrick Wilson.
Patrick Wilson, yeah.
I do like him. And then every year I try to play like a scary video game, which
Hard.
well, I usually play like probably a shorter one, 7-8 hours.
Oh, okay.
And then you're done. But I'm not very good at doing that by myself because like while I could watch a horror movie by myself and be okay, there's something about playing a game that's worse because you're the instigator of the action. And I get too scared. I'm a big wiener.
Yeah.
So I have to like try my best to like play a scary game.
Yeah, last scary game I think I played was that Reboot.
Resident Evil
2. Yeah, and I got 3, but I was too scared to play it. I was like,
too scared. Yeah, it's like pretty scary.
Well, more so than scary, it's intense. So because
you're like,
man, I'm trying to relax. I ain't trying to be sitting there like, oh,
because you're like, okay, you have to go into the sewer, and you're like, there's gonna be something fucking bad in the sewer, and then because horror video games have been around for a long time.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? Like, they weren't the first thing.
Yeah.
That people made, but I think as soon as they were like get a little leeway, they're like, I know what we're gonna do.
I remember
we're gonna scare people.
Atari 2600 had a game called Haunted House. That's
and you were like, oh, these blobs, they're terrifying.
Yeah, exactly. It was terrible, but it's just like I think they had a little spider. It looked like a spider. But that just goes to show you Atari 2600. Like I think on the launch, things.
Yeah,
they had one. And so it's just interesting. And the cartridge cover art was way more scary than the game would ever.
Oh yeah.
So it's just like, oh, Haunted House.
And I mean, I think even like Nintendo had some, but then like, you know, when PlayStation happened and the graphics got so much better, and then shit like Silent Hill came out and people were like, well, I'm going to be damaged for the rest of my life.
Yeah, yeah. So you try to play a video game.
I do. So this is my like favorite. And so the question is, will we be watching only scary movies for the month of October
I
for
try
Fans
to,
on Patrol?
I have to like tear my wife up behind her back because she might listen to this, but she gets on my goddamn nerves with scary movies. She one of them people. I don't want that evil in my house, and me and my daughter just be like, take your ass
Okay.
on. And so if it's prime time, if it's like 7 o'clock at night, we're like, oh, we can perfect time to watch this. What
time to do it?
I'm going up there. So it's always a struggle in my house when it comes to scary movies. Like what the fuck. Leave so we can watch this. I want to watch some scary shit.
I love scary movies,
Yeah.
but I'm also because I'm just a jumpy person.
Yeah.
Like I will jump at stuff that like isn't even necessarily super scary to me, but like I'm just so tense.
Yeah.
That I'm just like.
I watched the Pope's Exorcist with Russell Crowe. It's pretty good. Had some scary movies.
Russell, throw a phone crow.
Throw a phone crow. Yeah.
He did, yeah. He did that. Now he's making the Pope's Exorcist.
Hey, guess what? It's a lot of worse shit you could do to people.
It's really crazy that like it's funny because I love like a lot of scary movies that are like psychological or gory. I like some gory ones. Yeah. But like I think you go for ones that you are like, well, I don't like super scary movies, but then you watch ones that I personally find too scary. I'm afraid. I was raised Catholic.
Yeah.
Terrified of possession, even though I'm not religious.
All the spooky.
Yeah, I'm like, oh no, if I watch this, I'm gonna.
How come nobody say that's just scary?
It's gonna get in me. I'm kind of like Tamika. I'm like, that's gonna get in me, and then I'm gonna be fucked.
I'll take Jason on and Freddy before I.
Oh yeah, I would rather that happen to me than like an exorcism situation. Yeah, no, thank you.
Come on, big boy, put up your duke.
Or just kill me. Like I mean, I'd rather have it happen fast.
Steph, I'm never giving up ever. I'm a twist.
Oh, I know. You're running through the woods. You're gonna go as that. I'm just gonna lay down.
I'm too fat to run. I'm too fat to run. Bring your big ass on and put your dukes up. I'm too big.
I'm gonna get a few in before you fucking take me down.
Oh, I'm gonna take you down. I got confidence. You understand?
I got confidence. I can't run, but I have confidence.
Bring it on.
Yeah, I would just immediately curl up in a fetal position. Just wait. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm already tired.
I'm gonna take my ass to Home Depot and Costco's and see what kind of ridiculous things. I'm kind of like just doing it to annoy my neighbors and just be that guy. The only one with decorations of it.
Get the go to. I would say Lowe's has better ones than Home Depot.
Yeah, Lowe's got the.
I mean, I've been around.
Yeah. I've been seeing it for years, and I thought it was ridiculous, but then like out those other streets where everybody got it, the shit is kind of cool. Mm-hmm. You're like, oh
yeah. I went to Spirit Halloween this last weekend because I like to go to all of them in town to see what's up
or something like that.
Yeah, they always just put them in like an old empty department store, and they always have all the shit set up so you have like creepy things you walk through so you can see their shit that you can put in your yard.
Yeah,
and there was this one that I thought you activated by stepping on the little mat.
Yeah, so
I stepped on it, nothing happened. And I was like, this fucking sucks. Or it's already broken.
Yeah.
Turned my back on it. Uh-huh. It sprang up. It was like this tall. It sprang up to maybe 6 feet, 7 feet. I nearly shit myself.
Listeners on what's this tall? What was that?
Oh, I'm so sorry. It was like maybe 2 feet tall.
Yeah.
A little clown.
And it went to like 6. It went to like 6 feet.
I screamed. Like, I mean, mostly because I was shocked.
Little kid up in front, like, weirdo on aisle 7.
I want to go home. There's an adult screaming in here.
It's Mr. McCowney's kid.
I mean, it was the delayed reaction for me, but like, I couldn't imagine putting that in my yard. Every time I come home, I would shit myself.
Yeah, a little too much. A little too much.
But yeah, we should start talking about what we're gonna watch on the show.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because I messed up and watched 2 good ones already, So.
We could just do those.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, so. Well, stay tuned because in October I'll be talking more about the stupid shit I'm doing.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna take our final break, and it's time to talk some turtles, and
Turtles,
we'll be right back.
tortoises.